All right. So Ray had a really interesting question. He was saying, well, we're practicing sword, and I was saying that when you practice your sword, before the sword's drawn, after the sword drawn, there's difference. So here you're in your relaxed state, and once you've drawn your sword, when you practice your techniques, you're in a elevated spirit, ready for battle, ready for the combat, right? And when you sheath your sword, that's when you go from a combative state, relaxing back to your neutral state. And then so you had an interesting question for follow-up. Go ahead.
So my question was, in Tai Chi, is it possible to practice this elevated sort of intention to harm, or do you need to substitute with another martial art or something to practice this elevation when you're practicing form, for example?
Yeah, so that's a really fascinating question, because the intention of that kind of swordsmanship and the intention of Tai Chi is in fact two different kinds of intention. So I would say, actually let me go grab the sword again. The nature, the essential idea of the sword is that we are separating a person perhaps, right? Also separating space, like you cannot cross this space right here. With every cut you're drawing a line that they are not able to cross freely. And the other one is where is it going to go? Where is it going to go, right? So the main intention is in separating and going, and it's very authoritative. Like I'm deciding what I'm separating. I'm deciding where this is going to go. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And I want you to comply with that, and so that this battle and conflict will be resolved in that kind of way. So the Tai Chi mindset is quite different from that, almost the opposite of that. So rather than authoritatively deciding where you cannot go, what are we dividing, or where my blade is going to go, the Tai Chi one is one that is primarily receptive and transformative. Okay, so that means like, so if you were to attack me, right? So attack me some way, right? In swordsmanship, when you attack me, I'm drawing this line. This was a blade. It's like you don't want to be here, so you dodge that, and then you have another attack, right? And then when you have another attack, I might have another line that I'm drawing.
Sure.
So does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So I'm creating these lines, generally speaking. Of course, there's styles of swordsmanship that are softer and neutralizing and leading you off balance too. But the one we were discussing before is one that's like, you don't go here, and I'm going to go there, and so forth, right? And in Tai Chi, it's different. So you attack, right? So I'm receiving, and then I'm transforming your force from that which is forward and powerful and harmful to one that is backwards and non-harmful and so forth. And so in Japanese swordsmanship, they have the concept called the life-taking sword and the life-giving sword. The life-taking sword is pretty much what it sounds like. You attack me, take the life, fight's over. The life-giving sword means you attack me, and then I take not your life, right? But I take your killing intent. So let's say you really want to push me over, you want to knock me down this hill, right? Or you can punch me. Like your punch really wants to knock me down this hill. There's a genuine intention like that, right? So you come again, see? What did you feel with your determination and your attack?
It ended up becoming muffled.
Muffled, so, yes, yeah. Muffled, yeah. So you still have force, because that's ultimately what bounced you back. I am being pretty soft on this. But the intention of driving me down got muffled and even confused, and it ended up reverberating back, reflecting back upon yourself in some way. And so that would be transforming your force back. Sometimes you just strike down the intention to harm. So you attack me again, okay? Like that. So there, my hand came, got his attention, interrupted his attention, interrupted his intention, and then so the force didn't follow through to me, where he would have originally come and punched towards me to drive me down, right? So come again. See, like his attention went to this and he went to that. It got shifted, and it became susceptible to being changed. So we're stopping just your intention for violence. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
That would be like a life-giving sword.